Trump was right, Germany gets horrific news. President Trump has been one of the few voices calling for caution amidst the refugee migration taking place throughout some countries in Europe. Recent statistics have proved his skepticism to be well-founded. Over a one-year period, terrorism-related cases investigated by German authorities quadrupled, with 900 cases in 2017, whereas there were only 240 in 2016, and just 80 in 2013, as reported by the Daily Caller. The increase of terrorism-related investigations has reached such point that federal prosecutors can't keep up with the rise, and have outsourced nearly 300 cases to state levels. Although not all instances involved plans to carry out attacks, the scale and extent of these cases have overwhelmed authorities. Migrants from Syria, Iraq, and Afghanistan have all been tried over suspected membership in terror groups. At the moment, Germany's federal police, BKA, estimates 705 Islamist extremists are willing to carry out terror attacks, an increase from 600 back in February. Germany's domestic intelligence agency, BfV, admitted recently that there were up to 24,400 Islamists that are active in the country. Although most are not an immediate threat to public safety, officials did warn that the shift toward a more violence-prone environment worsens the potential terror threat that they pose. BKA chief Holger Munch said the threat from radical Islamic elements dwarfs that of all the far-left and far-right agitators in Germany combined. In the left-wing scene, the German states have currently estimated a number that can be counted on the fingers of one hand, Munch said. In the right-wing scene, the number is in the low double digits. Just last month, Breitbart reported that close to one-half of all the crimes committed in Germany are committed by migrants, including tourists, as well as traveling gangs, who specialize in pickpocketing and burglary. Non-German suspects were involved in 91% of pickpocketing offenses, 85% of crimes related to heroin trafficking, and 80% of car thefts. President Trump has been a vocal critic of Chancellor Merkel's open borders policy in Germany, which has resulted in millions of migrants moving into the country. Last year, he said, "I think the migrant crisis is horrible. I think what's happened is horrible, and they should have built a safe zone in Syria. I think for Merkel to have allowed millions of people into Germany. And Germany is totally destabilized," according to Breitbart. "I don't believe it'll ever be the same, maybe in 200 years, but it'll never be the same in Germany of all countries. I cannot believe they allowed this to happen," he added. Nor was he the only one to voice concern over these developments. Alexander Ritzman, executive director of the European Foundation for Democracy, said, "There was no proper vetting for the refugees who came here in 2015. The government is still trying to get a hold on who is actually here." Ritzman added that since the refugees have little connection with German culture, language, food, or anything else about the society, it's easy for those who are not already radicalized to become so. "They offer you answers, and all you have to do is obey their commands," he said, talking about the jihadists and their allure to these foreigners. The issue of immigration requires that the security of a nation's citizens be taken into account, and as President Trump has mentioned, the handling of the current migrant situation in Germany has done anything but that. Thank you for watching this video. What do you think about this? Share this on Facebook and Twitter along with your comments.